timeless A-frame braces, corners, and gate posts are easy to install once you learn the system. They were designed to have less material, but to be stronger than a conventional H-brace configuration. Structurally, a triangle with 45-degree angles has always been stronger and can hold more pressure than a square with 90-degree angles. As a fencing contractor in Tennessee, I used the A-frame corners as gate posts and hung heavy-duty stock gates from them. While working for Timeless Fence, we put the A-frame corners and braces through rigorous testing by installing up to 11 strands of high tensile wire and stretching them at over 200 pounds per square inch. The individual boss posts that make up the A-frame corners and braces have an I-beam construction, which gives you a versatile range of installation options. They're very adaptable no matter what the grade or no matter what the ground conditions are. And like all Timeless Fence products, they come with a 20-year warranty.
Alright folks, we're installing a Timeless A-frame, you can call it a kicker, they call it a New Zealand. It's an A-frame corner or end brace. So we've already got our main post in the ground, 30 inches. Then we have our kicker brace. It's connected up here with 3 bolts and a square tube. And what I done was I drilled at 5 feet and went down 22 inches. And then I drilled a few more holes up to 3 feet. 3 feet is where it usually enters the ground, and depending on the grade, about 3 feet from the post. That give me my trench for my kicker or my A-frame brace. Now we're installing the bottom brace of the triangle or the A-frame, putting it in. We haven't got it tightened up yet, and it's okay if you're putting this in if you have the post pushed out a little bit out of plumb, so that when you put pressure against it, it kind of compensates for it. Now, what we're doing is we're coming from that post down there, and we're going to run around this post to our end termination down there. That's going to be the off side of the gate. And this brace here, when we run the wire, we'll actually drill through our flange on our post. We'll run the wire through and take and tighten it over there. This is going to brace against the wires, because when we tighten the wires, they're going to want to go between that point and that point in a straight line. This post keeps it from doing that. So it's going to take and it's going to push out. Now that we have our post attached, Miss Polly's going to take and she is going to tighten up all the bolts with a driver and wrench. Doesn't take much. We're going to put concrete in here. It really doesn't need it because this ground has a caliche base, so it really wouldn't go anywhere. If you have really soft ground, you can take and drill through the webbing of the post and drive a piece of rebar in, or you can take and put a rebar crossways, pour concrete on it, and it will take and it will keep it from pushing into the dirt if you have really soft ground. This here, I have no doubts it will never move. We have a hard enough time just getting holes in the ground in this caliche. So this is how you install an A-frame brace or corner. You measure out 5 feet from your main post on your line, and you drill down 22 inches, and then you drill some subsequent holes up to 3 foot out from your main post. And then you can fill it with concrete, or we could just put the dirt back in here and it would be fine. We've got concrete, so we're going to take and put it in there. The main thing is you want it a little bit out of plumb, pushing into your corner, or right on plumb. Generally we get it just a little bit more. When I take and I put the concrete in here, Miss Polly's going to have a level, and we're actually going to push it out of plumb just a little bit in order to counteract the strain of the wires pushing into it. So we want it out of plumb into the wires just a little bit. So there we have a A-frame brace in the ground, concreted in. We're going to let it set up a day before we put any strain on it. As you can tell, it's slightly out of plumb into the turn. That's what we want. So we're going to continue on. We're going to put up another one over here by the gate and another one down the corner, and then we'll be on to driving some fence posts here.
The Timeless Fence Boss post weighs a fraction of what a conventional steel or wood post would weigh. This makes installation a lot easier on your back. And because they're made from rigid PVC, there's no more need for insulators. Rigid PVC is non-conductive, so the post is the insulator. And there's no more need for a large truck and heavy-duty trailer to haul your fencing materials. With our direct sales option, you can call us and we can put together a package for you based upon the area you're wanting to fence in, and we can ship everything you need to do your next fencing project straight to your door. We offer free consultations and support after the purchase. Feel free to contact us today, and let's get your next fencing project started off right with Timeless Fence.